And I'm wondering if anybody wants to trade me a Porsche for a paperclip. If you get a couple sales, congratulations. Maybe it's a donut. Hey, this is Allison, and I'm wondering if anybody wants to trade me a Porsche for a paperclip. Anybody? Oh wait! Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that social stuff, and let's get started. And I'm wondering if anybody wants to trade me a Porsche for a paperclip. Anybody? Probably not, right? That's like the dumbest thing ever. But that's what I'm seeing happen a lot when companies and brands are asking influencers to advertise for them. So let me tell you an example real quick. So I'm an influencer over on How Does She. We have over 2 million followers on Facebook and quite a great email list. And I'm not saying this to brag, we've been working on this for over a decade, putting in hard work, building followers, and just busting our tushes to build this brand. And the other day I get this email from this famous nose strip company, and they said, hey, How Does She? We were wondering if you would like to advertise for us and do a blog post, social media post, and possibly a video, and in exchange, we will send you a sample of nose strips. What? A sample of nose strips? Huh. I had a hard time not hitting reply with a laugh face back. We have put so much energy and effort into it. We pay someone to edit our pictures so it takes them to the professional level. We're paying people to monitor Facebook and Instagram and things like that. And then in return, they want to pay us with nose strips? Yeah, paperclip, Porsche. You see where I'm going with this? So when you are building your company, when you are trying to reach out to influencers and work with them, you can't go to Porsche type influencers with paperclip type offers. They're going to say no, or you might get a smiley face back or a laugh sign back. You've got to respect all the energy and effort and work that they have put into it. They probably have a big team behind them that you might not even see. They have bills to pay, they have hosting to pay, they have email lists to pay. And so the best way to do it, think about that whole trade up game where you take a paperclip and what's the next thing you could trade up for? It wouldn't be the Porsche, right? Maybe it's a pencil. So go after, what is the pencil type influencer? It's going to be a smaller influencer called a micro influencer that doesn't have 2 million followers on Facebook or Instagram, right? It's a gradual trade. So go after someone a little bit smaller, and that paperclip, maybe your product's like a t-shirt. They'll be very excited, the influencer will be very excited to get that because it's a little bit of a trade up for them. I remember when we first started How Does She, the first few months, we were like, t-shirts! We got a free t-shirt. We were so excited about that. And then as we started to grow our numbers and put in more effort, more energy, and work, our prices and what we expected went up. So when you're a brand and you're working with those influencers and you've got a paperclip offer, that's okay. Just don't go for the Porsches. Go for the pencil. And then after pencil, maybe it's a donut. And then after a donut, maybe it's a notebook. And then the next thing, and then the next thing. And if you can think like that in terms of working with influencers, you're going to make progress faster. You're going to get more yeses and you're going to get featured more. Now, here's one of the other things. When you go for that from paperclip to pencil influencer, you can't expect Porsche results. If you get a couple sales, congratulations. Congratulations, you have 2 new customers, and we're customers, that's what you want, right? And then you can email them for years to come. Sell after sell, product after product, and you can baby those customers and they can in turn become your biggest advocate. So don't dismiss if you're like, I only got 2 sales. That is pretty awesome. And that, in my book, would be a clan win. And then keep going and keep going and keep working up and getting and working up until you can have enough value to where it equals a Porsche. So go get it, trade up, work with influencers, and build your profitable business. All right, I'll talk to you later.